Good. No one touches that ship. Except for me and my friend Andreja here. Is that understood? I will take your silence as affirmation that you understand me. Now, Andreja, are you up for a little R&R? Speak with Chief Sugiyama. Well, it seems not all is right in paradise. If you catch my drift. As long as they leave that alone, we are in good hands. Alright. Hello.
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
I'm assuming in here? Not gonna just gun me down, right? You look important. Hello. Are you Chief Sugiyama?
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service.
Oh, perfect.
Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
Did you not send out a distress call?
Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances,
sure,
we would not enlist outside help in this manner.
Of course.
But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about.
Aren't I technically a guest?
As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences.
Wait, what?
So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so?
Sure.
Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and
sketch.
enormous ship appeared in Parima space.
Okay.
It's now locked in orbit around our planet.
Oh, great.
So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions.
Yeah. What? So they're not responding to communications? Maybe there's no one on it.
Not quite. It took some time, but we received a transmission. It was all, pardon the phrasing, it sounded almost alien, like nothing anyone's heard before. Clicks, distorted groans, buzzing, really disturbing sounds.
Okay.
Now, one of our engineers says it could just be some busted comm equipment or incompatible signals, but we're not sure.
I mean, those seem logical.
So far, no one's disembarked from the ship. No landing craft, nothing.
Okay.
We don't have the staff or ships to spare, otherwise we'd dock with it and attempt to board.
I get an idea of where this is going. What kind of ship, and do you know who it belongs to? Is there any sort of markings denoting, origin?
It bears no discernible markings or allegiances to any
Allegiances.
manufacturers
That's
we're
the
aware
word.
of. I'm hoping that doesn't mean we're dealing with some sort of new deep space threat.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know anything about unknown intergalactic threats. What do you think it is?
Can't say for sure. Looks worn, but not cobbled together like a Crimson Fleet junker. Others have been saying it's some new Varun design, a gigantic battleship with hidden armaments preparing for assault, but that doesn't check out either. There's also been talk about non-human sentient life.
Who's been talking
data
about
we
that?
received might support that, but humanity's spread far and wide, and no one's ever encountered anything like that.
Definitely.
Still, first contact. Could you imagine?
No, it's crazy to think about non-human intelligent life in the galaxy. Yeah. Seems like quite the predicament.
It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care.
Of course.
First, see if
Subtlety.
you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board.
Of course.
As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
Okay. I better be compensated well with a nice long vacation. Right. Well, it seems as though our vacation is being cut short, Andresia. I do deeply apologize. But we have to go back up into space to chat with whatever that massive ship is. Don't you just love it? I know I do.
Everything seems to be where we left it.
Which is good, because this is, not an easy ship to get. Let's see what this is all about, shall we? Alright, well, that's the apparent ship in question. So let's see what we can do. Well, it's definitely a unique design. It doesn't look like the individuals that were harassing us after that artifact. I think we need to try a different channel. Can we do that? Can we do that? Okay. I guess that was rather rude of me. My name is Francis. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Ah, yes. Yeah. Of course. Is there anything wrong with your communications array? Because I cannot make the slightest bit of sense out of what is being relayed to me. Yes, that definitely clarified something. Or anything. I'm going to dock with your ship, and we can talk on board, because this is just not working. Okay. I'm going to just assume that they're all right with me boarding. I think. I don't know. This is worrisome, but docking procedure beginning? I mean, what's the worst that happens? I have to kill a bunch of pirates or intergalactic beings, and then I get a big ship? I don't know. Or they, I guess, kill me and take this thing. Whatever, let's see what this is all about, Andresia. Okay. Well, this way, I guess. Cargo.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
What?
You're human.
Yeah. What were you expecting?
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
You thought you were the only ones?
What?
I am afraid you have been unaware of a great many things.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader.
Hello.
And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. My name is Francis. And yeah, I'm here to help out.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind.
Yeah.
Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be
What?
willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others.
Oh, wait, I'm really. Ooh. Is it? Wait, it's 200 years. I'm pretty certain that I heard you correctly there. How did? How did it? Why did it take so long to get here?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Probably. How did you survive for 200 years? I'm gonna guess deep space sleep or cryo sleep or something.
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination.
I see.
The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
Maybe. So it seems that your communications array is not functioning properly. Why might that be?
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
Okay. I would love to chat. Let's get a little bit more comfy, maybe away from this airlock, first off.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
Lovely.
Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
This is...
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
Accurate.
So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here.
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship.
I mean, I
It really
believe
goes
it.
to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Yeah, this place is it's a big ship.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
You'll be fine.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
So, here we are. Let's talk.
I am both shocked and impressed that all of this is still functional.
Agreed.
Safety.
It's rather impressive.
My number
Right,
one
hello.
priority.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
How's the crew holding up, by the way?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
Understandable. Right. So, I can actually help. And to begin, to put your mind at ease, they aren't like aliens, they're just people. Humans, in fact, on the surface.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Sure. Out of care, what's... I know... You mentioned... Well, I don't... You think it's maybe technological incompatibility with your communication systems?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now.
Probably.
In all honesty, we
Surprised
never
there's no
expected
legacy
to need to
back
communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We
Okay.
even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If
Probably
anything,
not.
it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
Yeah, that's probably true. Well, I have good news. The people in Paradiso, the people on the planet below, actually basically want the same thing. So I've already been asked to help by them, and now you're asking me to help. So yeah, I might as well do it. I'm here.
Ah, so they have a name. Paradiso.
Yes.
And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here.
Ooh,
We'd
yeah.
like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Understand. Understandable. I will say that I'm assuming diplomacy hasn't really changed too much over the last 200 years. Probably not. Technology definitely has. But there might be some compromise required.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal.
True.
If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
I don't think that'll happen, but okay. Out of curiosity, why not just settle on the other side of the planet?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
I'll do what I can.
Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try. Thank you, and good luck.
Hey, if you ever want some piloting tips, I'm your chica.
Okay. Hello.
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship. but security will still be watching you closely. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
Given we have so little experience with people from the outside, it pays to take security seriously. Something I understand much better now than in my youth.
Cool. No hard feelings?
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Okay, let's, yes, let's
Know
go.
what's out there? Things are going to be more interesting.
This way.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change.
I didn't plan. Holy crap. Is that plant life? I'm impressed. Alright. So. I have a feeling we're going to be going back and forth a lot. Reactor computer, let's not play with that.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to.
I wonder what it's like out
Might be a little lost. I think this way. Command bay, lift, medical engineering, lift, cargo. Cargo. There we go. Hello.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
Cool. Mine's one of a kind.
Just stay out of trouble.
That
Just
is
because our equipment's old.
the general plan is to stay out of trouble. Not that you particularly threaten me, but you know, easier. All right, let's disconnect. It's actually kind of remarkable that the standard for docking ports is the same after 200 bloody years. I guess there are good things that came out of universalism. Alright. Let's, Paradiso. Come on. There we go. Let's land.
Hello, and welcome back, Mr. Tofik. I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question. Usually when I come here, the shuttle takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in order.
No,
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route. Nothing to worry about. To make up for this, allow me to credit your account with a 15% discount on spa amenities. Once again, we are dreadfully sorry.
It's okay, Viator. I know you're programmed to be overly concerned with your service. I just wanted to know why.
It's 8 times, dang. I mean, I could see why. I would probably be here pretty frequently too.
We try to stay out of the guests' way, but we're always here if needed.
Cool. Enhance. Welcome to Paradiso. Need to talk with someone.
Your safety is our #1 priority.
Hello.
It's my pleasure to make sure our guests are happy.
Cool. I need to go.
I cannot recall ever having the time, let alone the funds, for a vacation someplace like this.
Same. We can change that. Executive floor probably sounds about right. Hello. Hello? Hi.
If the Paradiso board is busy in a meeting, you can always count on me to relay your message.
Oh, yeah.
During the day, I'm all business. But when work's done, I like to enjoy the resort like everyone else.
Cool. Can we talk?
Between you and me, I'm kind of glad most of the execs never show up to work.
For crying.
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our capable hands.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
Oh my goodness, Yeah, there's the whole thing about the ship in the planet's orbit. Yeah, I'm here about that.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
What's everyone's thoughts on this ship?
People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it.
Yeah, it's because it's 200
years old. We've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business.
Bottom line, money, of course. What can you tell me about these board members?
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time.
Must be nice.
Be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
Cool. I guess I'll go on in.
Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Reassuring. Hello. Ah, you must be the boat. Oh,
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
Interesting.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon.
Yeah, Neon's kind of dumb. Kind of a dump.
We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Blom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble.
Well, there's that.
Being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront in a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs. That sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this.
Cool. Can I...
It's not important. Bring it up with Kiwi.
Oh, it's about the ship.
Hello? I didn't realize Kiwi was letting people in here.
Yeah. Let's just get to the basics of things. I understand you're the individual I need to talk about the strange ship in orbit. Is that right?
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally
Diplomat's
I'd offer
a
you an
loose term,
all-inclusive
but yes.
stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase.
Cool.
We've got our friends, the aliens, up there.
They're not
causing all
aliens.
sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
Maybe... Maybe don't do that. Let's just cut to the... Get to the bottom of this. And not waste time.
Ah, we're being direct then. Good on you. So, what do you know about this dodgy ship I'm hearing all about?
Well, first off, it's not aliens, it's people. It's a generation ship full of colonists from Earth, and they finally arrived here after 200 years.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now,
You'd be
tell
pretty
me,
correct.
what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
Genius.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them quite a bit too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
That's called indentured servitude.
What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Your first idea
Sounds
is better.
costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, that's weird that you're looking at me for that.
Easier if they cease to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Right. So you like the idea of them being indentured servants?
Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract.
Yeah.
Or room and board in exchange for services rendered.
That's called indentured
Of course, there's no telling
servitude.
how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board.
That's
But
yeah.
this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
That is the very definition of indentured servitude. This is a lot. Why can't they just settle on the other side of the planet?
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance.
Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the
I could
landscaping
fix
disasters
things.
they may come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
You're worried about some landscaping. These are people. You're ridiculous.
Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't.
So your implication would be I could let them be indentured servants. I could buy a grav drive.
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
Right. Or I cease their existence.
I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will.
What if I made this board cease to exist? Goes two ways. And I'm assuming we operate outside of all official governing bodies out here. Would that be pretty accurate to assume? Can't just let someone else handle it?
We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs.
Partially.
We'd rather
that's
not
all
draw
of it.
attention to it, as I've mentioned. It could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently.
Right.
Guess we're tabling it for now. Let's circle back around ASAP, though.
Yes. Do I really? Apparently I do. What are your thoughts?
Is something amiss?
I guess not.
Right.
Chime in whenever.
What's not to love about this planet?
Well, specifically
This is a
you three.
boardroom, not a singles mixer, or whatever you're looking for.
You're my least favorite. Fine.
You're lucky I'm not like the other board members, lazing about the beaches without a care in the universe.
So, let's circle back to that colony ship.
And you've made your decision? We can help them resettle here and work off their debt, or
No.
we can outfit their ship with a grav drive at your own personal expense.
Okay. Hypothetical. Random question. What if, after all of this, they continue to insist their claim to this planet predates yours? Because, you know, it kind of does.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Right. I'll, shoot.
Guess we're tabling it for now.
Yes, we are.
Let's circle back around ASAP, though.
I dislike all of them.
I hope your stay here is going well.
Sure, it's going well.
Hi there. Let me
Hello.
know if I'm able to help with anything.
How can you work with those people in there?
Oh, part of the job, I guess. Gotta put on a smile to keep it, you know? And it helps for those rare opportunities I get to talk them out of some of their crazier ideas. Like, did you know they wanted to dye the entire ocean on this planet pink so it would look more magical or something? They almost did it too, until I reminded Balam that guests won't appreciate the water dyeing their swimsuits funny colors.
Or skin.
Funny it took that and not killing off all the ocean life, but I take what I can get. At least Balam's there to be the reasonable one.
Sort of.
I hope I was able to help.
Only moderately. It's gotta be... Penthouse Suite? It's gotta be a way. Gotta be a way in which I can... Nope, guess not this one. Maybe... Premium Suites. Don't mind me.
Paradiso Security's only here for your safety. Pretend
course.
we're not even here.
Already doing so.
I guess I have to admit, this resort isn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
Maybe if I stir up where... Ooh, maybe if I find that one guy that was talking to the robot. Hello.
I'm on vacation because I was worried about my beach body until I spoke with that lady at Enhance here.
Cool. My thought is if I can either get some info on...
Hope you're staying safe out there.
Oh, absolutely. Staying as safe as I can be. I want to stir up some trouble. But apparently, that isn't going to be a thing.
We've got some of the best private security in the settled system.
Sure. Maybe it's at the terrace?
Bonsoir.
Hello. No?
Salut, bonsoir, good evening.
Hello.
Welcome to Chez Simon. I am Simon, and this is my rooftop bar and lounge. Might I interest you in some refreshing spirits? Perhaps something special to enhance your stay with us, huh?
Oh, yeah, sure. Any, gossip about this place?
Plenty, but I consider myself a professional. It wouldn't be kind to spread gossip about my co-workers at this resort.
I didn't ask about your
However,
coworkers.
I don't consider the Paradiso Group board members co-workers, so they're fair game.
Perfect.
I have heard from multiple celebrity visitors that our CEO, Oliver Campbell, isn't as domineering and virile as he lets on. At least not behind closed doors, if you catch my drift.
Okay.
Word is, he likes to be told what to do, and his performance evaluations are often subpar. Normally, I wouldn't spread such rumors, but that guy is rotten and thinks way too highly of himself.
Interesting. Okay. I appreciate
Why
that
did
insight.
I think 3 days was going to be enough? No one's going to care if I call out sick from work for another week, right?
I mean, I
Not
don't
to be a downer,
care.
but this place is almost too perfect.
A little bit.
Everything here is a little more expensive than what I expected. Guess that's how they
I'm
get
not
you.
much of a beach person, but everyone talks about this place, so I had to see for myself.
I was worried about my beach body
Pardon?
until I spoke with that lady at Enhance here.
Hey, hope you're enjoying yourself.
Sure am.
Why did I think 3 days was going to be enough?
I don't know, because you're
If I could just
dumb.
stay here forever, I would.
No one's going to care if I call out
No?
sick from work.
Alright, so we're
Excellent
going.
sightlines. This would make a decently defensible position. And the view is nice too.
And
I
Rachel,
had booked to stay for longer.
just relax.
There are so
We're on a
many things
resort
I
planet, trying to negotiate for
I'm not much of a beach
200-year-old
person,
Please
but
come
everyone
on.
talks
like
about it.
generational
So I gotta
colonists.
see for myself.
Everything here is a little more expensive than I expected. Yes, that's how they get
Cool.
you.
This is probably the best vacation I've ever done.
Lobby.
We've got stuff. If you need stuff.
Hello.
Welcome to Paradiso Gift Shop and Convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it. And before you ask, there aren't any discounts. So don't even try to haggle with me.
Enthusiasm is off the charts.
Why would I? I have to sell overpriced crap to rude, obnoxious tourists all day.
Fair.
My uncle works for the Paradiso board. When he said he could get me a job here, I expected an executive level job, not this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not all bad. I don't have to worry about getting fired, and I live in Paradiso for free. Now, can I get you something, or are you going to keep asking questions about my life?
Depends. Are you feeling spiteful? What do you have?
Okay, take a look.
You actually have, like, weapons and stuff? That's wild. Alright, bye.
There you go.
I don't know why you need weapons.
I shouldn't be telling you this, but don't order the six-pronged delight. Just don't.
Cool, I do value my stomach.
I guess I have to admit, this resort isn't as bad as I thought.
Hello.
No major incidents in a while. Let's hope it stays that way.
Okay. Hello.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know to stay away
For the most part.
Oh, I gotta
I'm...
my shoes again.
I want to cause some trouble. Where's that?
Come here for a little R&R, huh?
Ah,
Me too.
you're still over here. Hello.
Hey, I noticed you arriving at port shortly after I did. Something's been bothering me.
Yes.
And I've been dying to ask another guest.
Okay.
They told us there was a very active meteor shower, which is why we had to divert our flight path coming in for our landing.
Don't believe that.
I haven't seen a single shooting star since I've been here. That's weird, right?
Very. Okay. Let's just put it this way. The actual truth is it's not a meteor shower. It's a ship full of generational colonists from that traveled 200 years to get here, and the Paradiso group just doesn't want you to know about it. They feel it would be bad for business.
Why, that sounds even more ridiculous than what they told me. If there was a ship, they'd just say it was a ship.
Oh, no.
And why would they divert us for a ship? There are always huge luxury liners coming into port, and they've never diverted the shuttles before. I'm sorry for bothering you. A ship. Well, at least you made me laugh. I vacation here every year. Maybe one day, this is where I'll retire.
Well, that, that didn't go how I envisioned it, to say the least.